Here with head coach Reggie Theus. Coach, good win against FAMU, starting off conference play the right way.
Yeah, it's an important win. Obviously, the first win of the season, first conference season game, and it's a must-win for us. Obviously, crosstown rivals, cross-state rivals. It's a bigger game than just a game. I thought our guys came out really ready to play. The score got a little bit out of hand, but give them credit. They came back in the second half. I thought that they played much better in the second half. Our guys have to get to the point where they have to learn how to win, learn how to play when they have a lead. Like, I try to make sure they understand that every wide open three is not a great shot. But when you think about, they only scored 33 points in the first half, and defense is going to be our key to winning this season. Offense is going to come from our defense. I think they had like 18 turnovers. We scored 28 points off their turnovers, and that's big for us. Anytime we have 4 or 5 guys in double figures, it's going to be nice. I thought Yusuf came in and gave us some really good minutes today. Obviously, seeing Day get back. Reggie Ward back in the fold. He's probably about 80% right now, except he looked like about 100% on that dunk. When it comes down to it, if we play the kind of defense in the second half and we played in the first half, it would have been a 20-point win all the way around. But give them credit; they're a better team than they were last year, and we knew they weren't going to give up.
Coach, ball distribution tonight. You look at the assists that went all the way around. You look at Zion had double-digit assists tonight. Mm-hmm. Just talk about the ball rotation and the way you guys have really kind of forced the game to not want to get out of hand, like you said, taking bad shots, but waiting for that right opportunity, and also just using the offense to your credit.
Well, the game has to slow down at some point. And, when you're moving the ball, we work every day. We show film every day about what we call one mores. One more pass, find the open guy, drive and kick. The threes and the jump shots come off the drive and kick. And that's what's most important when it comes to our offense. I thought Z had a couple of really great passes, full court today in the open floor. Again, we scored 28 points off their turnovers, and we had 34 fast break points. That is pretty serious.
Coach, when you talk about fast break points, just talk about the last game. Again, the last 2 games, really, a lot of people may not see what you saw as a coach, where you're learning from what happened. UCF and Mississippi State, the length, you're not going to see length like that in this league pretty much. And then as well as the fast break opportunities that you got tonight, being able to force some turnovers off Mississippi State and UCF, how much does that help going into conference play?
Well, it helps all the way around. But the real test is we have to get to the point where we're able to win outside of our conference. And that's where we're trying to build to. We got to win the conference, but then we have to have a team that can win outside of our conference. And that's just it's an ongoing chore for us.
Coach, you talked about it. Reggie being able to come back a little bit more tonight. Just where's he at with his game in what you think he can achieve?
Well, I was trying to talk to him while he was injured and trying to make him understand that you have to know who you are when you're injured. Your game has to be, your game is out here, but then you have to narrow your game. You have to do certain things when you're injured. And he was kind of all over the place trying to do things that he really wasn't ready to do. But fortunately, our training staff did a really good job of getting him back. Like I said, I think he's about 80% now. And really brought him along as slow as I could possibly bring him. I know I talked to my staff about this a couple of times. I held him out of games and didn't play him as much because I wanted to gradually get him better, because I knew when we started conference, we had to have him.
Coach, the guy that you look at that kind of jumps off the stat sheet every single game lately has been Jacobe. Talk about his play and what he brings to this team.
He's 6'6". I walk up on him every day and let him know he's not 6'7". And he's really figuring out who he is and how to become a guy. And it's something that not only on the offensive end, but he's got to grow on the defensive end, because he has a chance to play after college. And if he continues down that road, he'll get better, he'll get a chance. His size allows him to be a 3-level scorer.
Coach, you saw kind of glimpses of it against Tula and then also against UCF. His ability to get to the hole, and then also, like you said, now the 3-level scorer, his ability to step back and then make plays defensively as well. What kind of a addition is that?
Yeah. Oh, it's something that we haven't had. Most of the time when you get a 6'6" wing, he's at another level.
Yeah.
So my coaches did a great job recruiting him and got him here. It's a great get for us because he has the ability to he's one of those guys I feel like if I just wanted to have him for 4 years. It's a shame you don't get to have him for 4 years because I got to get him where he needs to go in 2 years, and he's got to help us get where we need to go. He's been surprising. He is surprisingly better than I anticipated, and that's what makes you a good team. I tell people all the time. I remember, and I use that as an example. We, as pros, knew Kevin Durant was going to be really good.
Yeah.
We didn't know he was going to be that good. When you get a kid that you think is going to be good and he turns out to be great, that's what really becomes special for your team. And Jacobe's on his way.
Coach, last question here. You get a week now to get things together, after the break, be able to work on some things. And you get the opportunity to see what worked this game, what didn't work, and then get prepared for a tough stretch here in the SWAC. How good is it to be able to now have that week after the break? Guys come back a little bit, like you say, a little bit of Christmas waiting on, but also now to be able to say, you know what, let's get back in the gym, let's get ready for the stretch that's coming up this SWAC play.
The truth is, I'd rather have that break in the middle of the season.
Really?
Yeah. But at the same time, a week off to get prepared for 2 teams that we got to play against. The best part is we're at home.
Yeah.
And that's why these games are so important because at the end of the season, we'll be on the road. So it's important to win these games at home.
Coach, congratulations on a great win.
Thank you.